We them broke boys from the hood. We on them missions, understood. Won't catch us lacking, we that good. We always winning like we should. We flying high, we butterfly up to the sky. No way you catching us, goodbye. Pray to God we make it out alive.
But I know that thing look crispy. I know.
Nice, boy.
Every time, man.
Yeah, no, I wish I had more time to get the whole team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because when I get the whole team, it's like it's so easier.
Mm-hmm.
We got Chongo behind on the camera. We're able to do the whole 3-point image,
Right.
And it makes it way more professional.
Right,
The visuals,
right.
But now it's like, it's back to the original format of it.
Yeah.
Which again, I ain't got nothing wrong with that. I love my
The mobile setup.
Yeah.
Even then, like one of these days, you got to check out the studio.
Got it.
See the space that we got. Meet Nick Tessie. He's the one who allowed us to even access the studio, but definitely going to turn that into a creative space. Me and him are in the works of trying to figure out if we're going to bring artists on and use that as a performative spot.
Got to do it.
You know, so love to have you there.
Hey, any way that I can be of assistance. Now I got some kind of push and ready to work, man. Let's do it. Got to take care of local, man. Local talent. There's so much talent in Fresno, man.
Yes.
Fresno alone that people don't know of. Everybody sleeps on us.
Yeah, man. Fresno is one of the most slept on towns, I feel like. I mean, there's other little towns. Like I got homies in Reedley, homies in Visalia and stuff like that. But Fresno is like, it's a big city for a reason. It definitely needs to have its voice. It needs some place to showcase its art.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think Art Hub definitely helps a lot with that. But even in means of like an open venue for local artists to really perform, we need
Which
that.
is why, like, right now we're partnered up with Nisha from All Things Fresno, and she wants to really have so many projects coming up. One of them is at Lucy's Lounge on Mondays, which is today. They have performances with hosted by Brandon, and there's things like that. That's like we can extend that hand of like, hey, let's bring you, let's get you to connect, and let's get you to network with everybody that we know.
Right.
And again, like having a lot of local artists that we know and local people that are rooted here in Fresno, and the people that we showcased already, like it's already massive as it is. And we could definitely easily find you somebody, you know, for music videos, I mean, to shot promo videos. I mean, the demand is so high for every single one of those local artists.
Yes. Even in terms of like a car show. Now that I know your work and I've seen your work, I'm like, I got to get him to one of the car meets. Because that's going to be lit, dude.
I'm down. I'm always looking for classic car shows. I just did the Clovis Carrama, I believe it was called, a few weeks ago. Or not a few weeks ago, a few months back. And that was huge. You talking about cars from, I think it was era 67 to about 77, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And I was out there I took my boy with me, and it was a nice little son-father bonding experience. You know, he got to sit in one of the old Nova 2s. Guy started it up, and he was just like, it was just, I mean, for a dad to see that and his 6-year-old is like, that's awesome, man. It just makes it all worth it. I went out there and found my dream car, which is a 70 SS Chevelle, red with black rally stripes. If you guys go to my page, you'll see it on there.
Yes.
But that's all. I was literally on the hunt to find that specific car. And I was like, it started to get hot. You know, it makes you change your mind about doing a lot of things. So me and my boy was out there for about an hour and a half, and he was ready to go, and I was like, it's kind of hot. But we were on the hunt. We had to find it. And on the last stretch, I saw something red glimmering. And I said, if that has black, has black stripes. So we walked over, and it was interesting because the guy who actually owned the car, he got it out of a shop in Oklahoma, and it was just beat, not really beat, but enough to where he had to do some extensive repairs and stuff. But it was all there. Everything was matching. Everything was matching. So he took it over to had it shipped to Florida, past and present cars, where they do follow them. Those guys got it makes you mad how many Chevelles they got in that thing. I'm talking about at least 30 that you can count, and they're all immaculate.
Is it only Chevelles? They got G bodies.
Well, they have everything, but in this one location that I know of, it's just all Chevelles. I'm talking 70, 71, 72, classic. It's pretty much like walking into a shoe closet and you see Jordans 10, 11, 12. Bam, you're done. That's all. Just give me 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm good. And it's like they got every color, past and presents. If you guys are listening, shout out for sure. You guys definitely do a great job.
Yeah, I'm about to check them out because I love cars. Me and classic cars are like this. My dream car is a 68 or 69 Camaro SS if I could, bro. Definitely been one of my dream cars since Kendrick Lamar dropped the All Right music video. He got the black one doing donuts around the cop car.
You said 68 Camaro?
Yes.
My nephew just has his dream car too, 68. What? His dad works on cars. Shout out Lil Ruben and Big Ruben.
Okay.
You go to their house and they got nothing but classics. I'm talking about GMC trucks. They got Cheyennes out there. They got a 70, I believe 71 Chevy. They got a Nova. They just got the 68 Camaro.
Dog, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
And the best part about it, like I said, the dad taught the son how to do everything.
Wow.
So from as a little kid, they're out in the country. I'm from Hanford.
Right.
And they're taking care of animals and stuff. They're showing them, how to be a man young.
Yeah.
Taught him how to work on motors and stuff. And he's, in high school, he's like the brainiac of all his friends. And he's over there switching out engines, switching out transmissions, getting his hands dirty. And
that was DJ. DJ very early on learned that. I learned, I've always been hands-on with anything mechanical.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in working in the field, so if something breaks down, a hydraulic pump or something, we're right there fixing it on the spot,
ready to make it happen. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Much respect and props to people who can get under the hood and do some things. I'm like, I'll be the one to pay the person.
Right.
You're the one holding the flashlight.
Now, I know how to do some things, but when it gets extensive and you got tight spaces, I get mad, man. I'm like, I can't keep cutting my hands up.
Right.
Like, reach in here and grab this bolt.
Right. And don't let the 10 mil fall.
Holding, just snaps.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
That's the worst.
I didn't have my fair share of busted knuckles and scraped up elbows, man. Me personally, I'm getting to that age and that point where I'm like, do I really want to work on it? Like, paying somebody to do it. Sometimes it's like, man, I don't want to have to spend this money. But at the same time, if you don't got the time to do it, knowing it's extensive, like pulling a transmission out, I'm not doing all that. On a hot summer day, it's 102 degrees. You think I'm pulling a transmission?
You look for excuses to get out.
Yes.
Man, that grass hasn't been cut in 3 days. I can trim it a little bit.
Yeah,
that'll only take me 30 minutes.
Right.
I go slow and meticulously.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm gonna log into this because I see people are on live. So they might have some questions. I don't know what we're gonna talk about. You guys have any?
Hold on, let me just jump right into it before we introduce. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Broke Boys. I'm Martin.
I'm DJ.
And today we got a special guest. Please introduce yourself to everybody that's watching.
My name is Ryan Hudgens, aka Droney, for those who don't know me.
Hell yeah. So today this is going to be a little different episode. This is very quick, spontaneous, really on the fly, super last minute, but we're definitely going to make the best out of it.
Yes, absolutely.
And thank you for allowing us to come here to your home. You have such a lovely home. And please, like, if you got any questions or anybody that's asking,
we'll put it in there. And this is the business. This ain't the home.
Right.
So just, know.
Yeah.
Business. We buy it off of taxes and everything.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So I'm glad that it's crazy that we ran into you guys. See, I've known you for some years doing some work over at Engelman's.
Yeah.
Working the bar area and
I've been there for almost 12 years now.
Wow.
And I started off just working in the fields around the area. Brett was the one who gave me an opportunity to, earn some extra money on the side, and I took it. And then after that, they both, Brett and Elena, were both like, "Hey, like, you want to work Friday nights and do all that?" And I started off as a float, is sort of like restocking shelves and doing all that. And then eventually became a bouncer, then became the main bouncer. Right. And then after that, like, he got his beer license, and then he was like, "Hey, do you want to jump in the bar and do all that?" So ever since, I've always been loyal to them and respectful to them. They've known me for years.
Great people.
Great people. And like, that's where I would run into him, and he would come up to the bar. He'd be like, "Hey, what you got?" And I was like, "What you want?"
Yeah, that's it. But no, definitely respectful people. Great. And if people in Fresno, there's nothing to do in Fresno, go out to Engelman Cellars. Yeah. It's a quick 15-minute ride west right there on Rolinda.
Yeah.
Just west of Fresno. And they have amazing artists. Every year they have their summer fest. Music festival, and they bring out some big names. Actually, the one who allowed me to go viral the first time was Tom Sandoval. If you guys, that's the second pin video, yes, check that out. But great dude, and great atmosphere, and family friendly and everything. So,
So how did you end up getting into Engelman's?
Well,
that's right. I did want to ask that.
So it's funny how everything is connected. So I used to work for the news for 12 years, both KMPH, Fox 26, KC24, CBS 47.
Dang. Touching bases all over the map.
Yeah, man. But KMPH, Fox 26, we were the only news station, I think, for sure in the area, but I think nationwide that did a 5-hour morning show. So Great Day. If you ever know Great Day, 5 to 10, take a break for an hour, come back on for midday, 11 o'clock.
Right.
So I got on 2012 and I was doing the Great Day morning show with my buddy Clayton Clark. And we would go out and do, spot news, features and things like that to businesses that are just open up or events that are happening. And Engelman's, they were, I can't remember what they were doing at the moment. It may have been just kind of getting going with their, really doing their wines and things like that. But they invited us out. We did the morning show from 5 to 10 and really got a hold of Brett and Elena and became really good friends. And not only friends, but family friends. I mean, me and my wife and my kids have been out there plenty of times. Right. They invited us over. We've been to Brett's birthday bash. If you haven't got the invite, you're missing out.
You're missing out. That's
it is a blast. Every year.
I know.
You have to take your boy.
Please.
But I mean, Elena, she's such a nice person. She does the graphics and everything. And she had an idea, hey, we can print bottles. Because what I used to do before COVID hit, I used to have a youth football camp out in Hanford.
Oh.
So I would train kids age kindergarten or 5, 6, all the way up to high school. And they would come out for a day and they would learn the fundamentals of football. And they would be able to take in training through ex-college players, NFL players, guys from Fresno State has come out there, guys who have played NFL, European ball, Canadian ball, Armenian ball. They come out, they teach the kids for a full day. It's non-contact. It's literally fundamentals, just instructional training, how to run properly. And Elena and them, they were like, hey, we got an idea. We want to put your, and I got to get it. Hold on.
Yeah. Do your thing.
Be right back.
I don't know if you know this.
You got the wine bottles.
Got my own wine.
Yeah, okay.
What?
So she printed the logos for it to the Hudgens Youth Football Camp.
Wow.
Right there.
Yeah.
And every year, so it ended up being like a raffle prize for the parents. So we would do raffle prizes for all the kids.
Right.
But the parents was like, we want something too.
Yeah.
You guys can't join the kids, but let's have some. So we did the raffle prizes for the bottles.
Yeah.
They're all different and each year, so we just kept doing everything's different. And so I'll give you guys those. You guys can take them home.
What?
Yeah, man. So that's local to local right there. Yeah. So and every year we just kept doing it.
Wow.
That's how we just stayed locked in.
All right.
Yeah.
That's an amazing story, man. So it seems like you touched bases with a lot of different things. Like you didn't just stick to one thing. Like you've gone all across the map. I mean, with the news and then obviously doing your own drone footage with the videography. One question I got, because when I was younger, my dad used to take me out to go and fly like RC planes and drones and stuff.
Dope.
How hard is it for you to learn how to fly a drone? Because some people, they just can't grasp it.
So the way that the drones are made now, you have to really be trying to wreck one of those things.
Okay,
they got so much sensors.
Yeah, you got your sensors up, down. I mean, it's so much.
Has the return
features. Yeah, I mean, you got to be just a straight idiot to just crash into a tree or something, which I've done.
Yeah,
but I've done it live on air, and it wasn't good. But I mean, like I said, every lesson is learned. So it was funny while I was at Fox, they sent me and another photographer, Chris Costello, out to Florida to train under some guys from Virginia Tech.
Right.
So these are actual pilots. Not only are they drone pilots, but they fly commercially.
Oh, wow.
So we were out there for 3 days and we trained, I'm talking intense training in the classroom for X amount of hours, out in the field, hands-on X amount of hours. We had to learn airspace. We had to learn traffic control. We had to learn weather patterns. We had to learn directional charts, sectional charts. We had to learn. Literally, we were one step away from being an actual pilot.
Right.
And when you get a certificate and everything, so 3 days in Florida, came back, went to the Fresno airport. Right. Took my test, passed.
Wow.
And 2017 was flying. And ever since then, I've been taking my drone everywhere, man. Everywhere I go. Everywhere. And it's crazy because with technology these days and how everything's so instant, I can be literally flying or just driving down the street in Fresno any given day, going up to 180, 99, 41, you're bound to see smoke somewhere. There's been plenty of times where I'm like, there's a fire. And then my kids are like, hey, Dad, I think something's on fire.
Yeah.
Got your drone, let's go check it out. So the kids are like, let's go check it. So we're chasing fires and we'll put it up like 4th of July, we saw smoke. Of course, 4th of July, there's always fires.
Yeah.
And I put up the drone, saw a big spark, so we drove around and it was a massive field fire that was threatening a church.
Right.
So I put the drone up, got some shots before the battery died, came home, uploaded it to Instagram, and blew up, tagged, fire department. But with everything being so, you gotta share things like that night, like right then and there, which is why we're here today.
Yes. Let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about that. So Saturday night, right, we had R&B night out at the Fresno Fair. That was pretty intense. I mean, the vibes were there. We got to see a lot of local artists, a lot of people who I've never met before, but some people we ran into before at Art Hop, like me and May. That was crazy. Because at first I was like, wait, that's me? I was like, what? And then shout out her father. I mean, his photography is amazing. He's
really good.
He's a teacher, right?
Yeah, he's a music teacher.
Yeah, a videography teacher. Yeah. And when he said that, I was like, there's no way. I took videography classes in high school, which kind of helped me get to the point where I'm at now with videography. And I'm not an expert. I went to Central East.
Okay, shout out Central East.
And I learned a few things. It was just a basic 1-year class, but I took that and I ended up establishing that from like playing Forza Horizon with the drone camera on there and filming some of the homies when they're drifting around the track, and then turn it into a real life thing and making my content on Instagram. But yeah, I mean, R&B night out was crazy. I feel like being able to meet all these famous people was amazing.
It was cool.
And
then just to be in the presence of like, they see you as equal.
Yes.
I mean, like the level of respect. Shout out to Lloyd, because that's one of the people that was like,
so
came
humble.
up and dabbed me and was just like, hey, thank you for being out here. I appreciate it. I love the energy.
Humble. Yeah.
And then he goes backstage and it's like, whoa, what the fuck? And I'm like stuck, like I want to say something, but I'm like,
yes. And then he came from the crowd too. I was like, wait, he's not coming from backstage. He came from the middle of the crowd all the way down to the stage. And I was like, he don't care about his safety. Like, super chill guy, super loving guy. Like, it's hard to hate him. You can't. Who can really hate him, bro?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then, I mean, dude, I can't wait to see some of those shots you got.
Oh man, I'm safeguarding those things.
Yes.
I gotta hope. Well, first, I mean, thank you to Brad Jaricki for sure for bringing me on. Great promoter in the Valley, statewide, nationwide. If anybody, local artists, nationwide artists, overseas, anybody want to come to Fresno, go through Brad Jaricki.
Yeah.
His staff is great. His management is great. I've heard he has some pretty cool photographers and videographers that like to get close shots and cause some trouble. I don't know, but good content.
Amazing content. And I feel like I think we need more of it. I think we need more local people to come in and showcase their art there. Yeah. I feel like the Fresno Fair is like the perfect spot, especially someone who's born and raised in Fresno, or just people who have grown up in Fresno and they're like, hey, all I need is a stage. Yeah. Please give me the opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then talking to Brad that day, like when we got to really sit there and talk to him and take a shot of his bottle.
Yeah, that was crazy. He said it's smooth. I was like, my insides.
I know they were all like sipping it slow, and then I'm right there, Mexican blood, like nothing. I was like, round 2, let's go.
He was like, when we gonna start drinking,
bro? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, Brad. Whenever Brad's around, there's definitely a bottle somewhere. It's like hooked up, like IV. Another shot. I'm like, damn, Brad, we just let's go. Let's do it. We having fun.
Oh, that's the kind of guy you want at events, though.
You do. He definitely knows how to get the crowd turned.
Oh
and the people backstage, because without it, it's like crickets.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and he's a super humble guy. I mean, that was our first time actually meeting him. It was a short notice, and we really got out there and we got to make the most of it. Oh my God, being on stage.
Well, shout out to Ralph Edwards for
real.
Definitely.
Because like showing the love and the appreciation, like when we first got introduced to him, like Brad went up to him, was just like, this is Martin from the Broke Boys.
Right.
And then he came up and he, very generous and very genuine, such a loving, humbling human being, and just gave us the opportunity of like, hey, like, what is it that you guys do? Just having a casual conversation. Yeah. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this dude was on The Voice. He's Team Snoop Dogg. He got the Death Row chain on.
Literally had the chain. Bro. I was
crazy.
like, Yeah. When I first walked up and I looked, I was like, is that a Death Row record? Hold on now.
Crazy.
That was wild. And he's super humble. Like, go up there, have a conversation with them, like really chill dude. And then being able to like really showcase his artwork on the stage. And those shots
and then
insane.
Not even like we weren't planning on it.
Yeah.
Like let's reveal that. Because we were just like, we met him, we were introduced to him, we had a great conversation.
Right.
And then we just went on with our day.
Right.
And we were just getting content. And then he comes up to us again. He's just like, hey, I'm gonna get you guys on stage. What is your guys' full broke boys from Fresno?
Dope.
Okay, I'm gonna get you guys on stage.
Right.
He's like, you guys are gonna hear, I'm singing this song. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, all right, sure. And then there's a clip that we got, and DJ's just like holding the DJI, and he's just like, all right, Martin, go first.
Yeah.
Casey, get in front. And he was like, we're all gonna go up there. And I was like, all right, cool.
That's dope.
And it was just like a perfect clip of when he was just like, let me get the broke boys from Fresno, come up on me.
Right.
Perfect clip of us coming up. Right. And then you're already on stage.
Yeah.
I'm already doing me.
You're already doing you.
It is crazy because it's crazy how, like I was telling you guys when we were talking backstage, how God works and how we've never met. Well, besides you, you and DJ. I have never DJ, right?
DJ, yeah.
I've never met you and the KC.
Yeah.
But you guys have been sharing the shit out of my content, which I definitely appreciate. Because I was at the Fresno Fair for almost every day, hustling. Because I mean, people who know me, I usually do content on a regular, and I have a set price, whatever. But I was doing $50 reels at the fair.
Yeah, and
you were the person who told me that too. You're like, you should sell your reels, and I was like, I'm not all that great. But then I seen the content that you were posting. I was like, see, now that's worth $50. I would pay $50.
And that's where, and it's like, see, it's always busy. It kind of annoys me and my wife because I'm always thinking, how can I turn this into that?
Right.
Which is the mindset now. It's like, if you don't have a plan B, you're kind of asked out. You got to have a backup for the backup.
Man.
So,
and it's hard to shut off that creative mind. Like I even think about it sometimes. Like we went to Frida's Cafe in downtown in Fulton, and we were sitting down, and DJ's just like, oh, I can already imagine like what I can get with the reels. And then in my head, I'm like, bringing the podcast equipment, I can already set this shit up right here. Right. I'm already like getting creative with it, but it's hard to turn off because it's on.
It is. And I like my boy Patrick Contreras. I don't know if you guys know them violinists.
Yes,
Fresno. He's always performing it, and I always think of something like I'll call him up. I was like, Patrick, I got an idea. Patrick got it, and he's the one that's like, let's do it. What are we doing? Right. Right when COVID lifted, we had actually did a taco truck tour. Where he played, we chose 4 different taco trucks. And at the time, he was actually instructing or training my daughter how to play the violin. So that was her lessons during COVID. So she learned how to play the violin. We selected 4 trucks. And the money that was raised went to a musical camp that like a nonprofit organization. They needed instruments. So we teamed up with them. We were able to raise, I don't remember the total number, but my daughter played in the intermission. She made about $400 out of 4 days. So it's like we're teaching, but it's more than just music. We're teaching. We were getting people out of the home, out of the company because COVID was lifting. We're teaching kids instruments, which they don't really get anymore. But me as a father, I'm actually capturing the moment with my friend, my daughter, and showing her the business aspect of it too. It's like pick up something you love, and it can take you anywhere.
Anywhere in this world,
That's it. So,
and then staying consistent with it too, because that's hard. I mean,
it is.
Times where you feel like, I don't feel like doing this today. Like I don't have it in me today. Doing it that day when you feel like not doing it the most is what's going to either make or break you. Because there's been so many times I've dropped passions and dropped different things that I've been working on because I just didn't feel like doing it, and I'm just like, I should have kept up with it. Because look how far I could have gone with it. That's it. Oh, that's amazing though, man. Absolutely.
But no, running into you guys, it was meant to be because we were talking about the podcast. We were talking about doing content. And that day it was your boy's birthday. Right?
Yeah, Kesey's birthday.
Birthday. And actually, coincidentally, it's my dad's birthday yesterday. So I was able to enjoy the time with my wife, call my dad the next day. And I actually spoke to his numbers or everything. Numbers are crazy. Dad's birthday, talking to my brother, checking out at the grocery store, bought a thing of milk, and I looked and the expiration date, my brother's birthday, while I'm on the phone with him. It's like,
wow.
all right, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, me and my wife have this thing where it's like we see a number pattern, you know, 333, 222, and we're like, we text each other whenever, hey, 333, love you, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I checked the time when we started this podcast. It was 444.
Really?
I don't know. It's just.
No, I didn't even pay attention.
I didn't even notice that. Wow.
444. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I believe in that though, because that's why I got 999 tatted on.
Yeah, and I got the 333 on my arm too. Yeah.
It's divisible.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Numbers.
Yeah.
My cousin has a whole following IC 109 where he goes different areas, and he used to travel all throughout the country, all throughout the globe. Actually, he used to teach English at a university, if I'm not mistaken, in South Korea.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm talking there's a reason why things happen to certain people. Like I have my wife, she's amazing woman, God's favorite is what we call her. Mm-hmm. But like my side of the family, my cousin that I'm talking about, he was in movies. I don't know if you remember Meteor Man.
Yeah.
90s. Yeah, he was a Golden Lord.
What?
So he had a little part where he came out, he was fighting I forget the main character.
Bro.
What's the main character who played Meteor Man?
Bro, you know what's really crazy is I was just
Robert
watching.
Townsend.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I was just watching a clip of that last week, bro. That's crazy.
Everything comes full circle.
Oh my God.
So I don't know if you remember the part they were fighting in the street and they're touching books and stuff. So there's a little kid that comes up and he's all, he gets blown away, runs off. That's my cousin, Larry Wiggs.
What?
Black belt.
Crazy.
This is small.
Now you got to go back and watch it.
Now I got to go watch it when I get back home. Yeah.
Ninja Turtles, the first one, Foot Clan. There's a part where Shredder is in the back room. It's like a real quick clip.
Right.
Foot Clan is kind of left to the right of him. He's in the middle. On the left hand, if you're looking at the screen, obviously you can't see the face, but Foot Clan, that's my uncle.
Oh.
Yeah. Drexel.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So it's like,
that's tight.
you got people, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So I like, those are the people I try to, mirror my, people who are influential, people who are doing positive things that they can be like, hey, that's my dad, that's my uncle. Like, so now my kids are like, hey, Dad, when are you doing a video? Or what are you doing?
Yeah.
And fortunately, with so much talent here, Tremendum Pictures, I don't know if you guys know Tremendum, local guys who are creators, I think they went to Clovis High graduates, Travis and Chris, they started Tremendum Pictures. They've done The Gallows Part 2 that went into theaters.
Right.
So I was actually an extra in Gallows 2. What? And I actually got to shoot and play an extra in a little short where they spotted King Batch. You know who King Batch is?
Yeah.
So
Prime days. Yeah.
Vine, exactly.
Yeah.
So he and I, if you go back on my story, say everything is coming full circle.
Yeah.
King Batch, what's up? If you repost my stuff. We were filming in Clovis at the Bicentennial Park, and it's me and a buddy standing there, and then he jumps in and is like, follow her up there, blah, blah, blah. So that I'm like, these little things you got to save because they're evergreen.
I didn't know King Batch was out here.
King Batch was out here. Yeah, he was out here.
I saw the video that we reposted in that. I was like, what the heck?
So yeah, we were filming a short that a series. I mean, I can't say too much because it obviously hasn't got picked up. But hopefully Netflix, Hulu, somebody picks it up. That way we can have some hometown celebrations. So we had a little, and I can't show you guys because it's.
This episode is brought to you by Never Trusted. Before we keep it rolling, we gotta give a big shout out to our sponsor, Never Trusted. Straight out of the 559. They've been repping the culture and the grind since day one. Never Trusted is more than just a brand. It's a statement. It's for the ones who hustle, the ones who've been counted out, and the ones who never folded under pressure. You'll catch us rocking Never Trusted on the podcast, in the street, and at events, because it is Fresno made, Fresno raised, and built for everybody chasing something bigger. So if you're trying to support local and you want gear that actually speaks to the lifestyle, go tap in with Never Trusted. Hit their socials, grab your drip, and let them know the Broke Boy sent you. Never Trusted was built in the 559, trusted by no one, respected by all. Now back to the episode.
I can, but let's just say hopefully somebody picks it up.
Shut the cameras off. Shut live done.
Yeah.
X-Files on live real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, man. But it's just opportunities you get, just make the most of them.
Oh yeah,
always.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Being a part of this for a while, like we found so many opportunities, and being with Brad, that was one of them. That I was like, I'm not going to take it up. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And it's just like we said, full circle. It's a full circle moment. Like I thought I was going to run into you at the Fresno Fair. Little did I know I was going to run into you with Brad in the back. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. And there's a reason why we didn't do a podcast prior to this happening.
Right.
Who knows what we would have talked about? We probably would just been talking about the Cowboys defense giving up the game and messing up Dak's MVP season. I don't know. It happened.
Oh man.
But yeah, the night. So we keep getting off track.
Yeah.
So So we'll backtrack. So we got there.
We got on. Oh, you guys got there.
We got there first. Yeah. So me and my wife got there like around 5:30. We're rushing, thinking we're late. We actually got there at really good timing. The artist was kind of running behind. Yeah, it got us a little more time to set up. Got some drone shots.
Yeah.
And then me and May got her on stage. Like you said, talked to her dad. Awesome dude.
Right.
And then Ralphie, I didn't even know he was a dude from The Voice, but it's crazy. Full circle again.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of his stuff has been popping up online. I'm like, this cat's he's from Fresno, from the area. I'm like, oh yeah, we definitely voting for the boy.
Yeah.
But talking to him, I was like, I heard him backstage. I can't remember what he was singing, but he had hit a note, and I was like, okay. But I thought he was messing around. So I'm like, oh, homeboy just messed around. And they're like, all right, you ready to go? I'm like, hold on, who's this guy? He's like, that's a dude from The Voice. So I was like, oh, that's
right.
So he got on stage, and I'm just like, hey, dude. Just to give you a heads up, and this is what I do before any artist takes the stage, before you guys, I like to go backstage and meet the artist and tell them, I'm going to get up close shots, real personal shots that's going to look good.
Yeah.
If you don't want it, let me know and I'll keep my distance. And I try to do that with every artist. Unfortunately, it didn't happen that night.
Right.
And, I didn't get to introduce myself before going on. But his team, before he went on, he was backstage. I'm trying to figure out, because everybody came up the ramp. Everybody got introduced up the ramp, and they did their performance. Lloyd came up on the ramp, which was a great performer, man. He could sing.
Yes. He could dance.
Didn't have any extra people on stage.
Right.
He didn't have any auto-tune, no crazy stuff. He just performed. He's a great performer.
Yes.
And the fact that he jumped, he didn't jump off stage. He went back down the ramp.
Yeah.
And he got involved with the crowd.
Yeah. He was taking pictures on people's stories, bro.
I'm telling you, when you have an artist like that who actually cares about the people who helped him get to where they're at, it means a lot much more.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're paying however X amount of, it was for the tickets for an experience. You're not paying to see the entertainer because you've seen them throughout your life. You're paying for a once in a lifetime chance experience.
Right.
And me and my wife have gone to many concerts, but the fact that now I can go from back row, middle row, pit to on stage, it's a totally different ball game.
Yeah. And I think it's a huge misconception about like how it's set up for videographers and photographers. People are like, oh, you shouldn't be on a stage, but it's like, how do you think those amazing shots come out?
Exactly.
When you see things like, for instance, when you're looking at Rolling Loud sets, those cameramen are not in the crowd.
They're not in the crowd.
They are on stage with the artists, but I think that's just something that just needed to be clarified in terms of like how it's all set up in the backstage and being allowed to be on stage, because they're not just going to allow anybody. I mean, you see the security there. You can't just bum rush the stage as a fan and think you can get away with it.
Then you got the event security, then you got the people in the back that are security, then you got their team, the artist security. Like it's a lot. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
And before he went on, like I said, his guys, they were great. I mean, they told me and Ribby, they said, hey, just so you guys know, we want a clean set.
Right.
We don't want you guys like all that. So I'm like, okay, so you got to clarify.
Yeah.
So do you want us on stage or not? Like, he's like, well, when he comes out, he's going to come up here. He has choreographed. I don't want anybody in the way.
Right.
Cool, bad, done. I said, so afterwards, can we advance? Can we approach and get closer? Yeah, cool. Just keep it cool.
Right.
Got a lot of dancers. All right. So he came up, and I promise I'll post everything.
Yeah.
But I got the side. So I'm right stage, and I see him coming through the curtain. So I'm like, okay, I'm set up perfect.
Yeah.
And I try to make everything cinematic. So I see the flash of white. I'm like, okay, he got on the same outfit that he was dancing in the mirror too back in the
Right.
So he comes walking. So I kind of creep in and bam, stop, get everything, but we can't stay out of the way. So I was getting amazing footage.
Yeah.
Like, good 5 minutes in, going around. His dancers left off stage, so he was just solo.
Right.
So I don't know if that kind of threw him off because he didn't have that cover of the two dancers.
Right.
So now, it's a different dynamic when you're by yourself. I mean, obviously I'm not an artist, but things are missed. Things, slip ups and stuff when you don't have that extra, kind of curtain around you.
Right.
In the comments, people were saying that he said that he saw shadows or something. I don't know. I was out there for 10 minutes before I got kicked off. So whatever happened, I don't know. I didn't hear it. But in the video that I posted, it's cut short because I don't want, stuff in the beginning. But I was getting crowd shots of the people in the pit having a good time. And when I pan over and up, I see him coming directly towards me. He doesn't have dancers on stage, so I'm not worried about them.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm just getting a great shot. So I'm pushing into him. He's coming right at me.
Right.
And I notice his whole demeanor just changed. And I'm like, this ain't gonna be good.
Right.
And that's when he said, "Get the fuck off the stage."
Yeah. Bro.
And I'm like, hold on. Like, and he said it, and it didn't really register because I've never been told that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't talk to a grown man like that. One.
Right.
But then I'm like, okay, maybe I heard him wrong.
Right.
And the news photographer in me said, keep rolling.
Right.
Because that's what you do.
Right.
So I kept rolling, and from different angles that people was posting, you can see me in the back. I'm retracting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, he means it, but I'm still filming.
Right.
And that's when he goes into the stage, but he turns around and says it again. But it wasn't until after the show when I went back into the footage and heard him say exactly what he said, which was he repeated himself, but he said the N-word at the end.
Right. That's when it was like, all right.
And from, different races, perceive the word differently. Me as a black man, I don't say it. Right. Period. Like, you will never hear it coming out of my mouth. Right. If I'm reciting words, obviously, and I'm, of the type. But I don't like using that word freely. Right. So when he said that, I was shocked because I heard it afterwards and I was like, oh no, I'm posting this. Yeah. There's no letdown for him. Right. And then my wife is like, are you sure you want to do it? And I'm like, no, he called me out in front of thousands of people. Right, not once. I got to twice. Yeah. I got to reciprocate. Yeah. And being in the age that we're in, where things can go viral real quick, and artists are exposed. Yeah. He caught the bad end of it. Yeah. And, it just happened the way it did. And I even, after the show, I even approached his staff. And actually, when he said security, get him off, I'm expecting somebody to come grab me. I looked around like, man, I'm walking off the stage. Nobody coming to grab me. They're not gonna, and his security wasn't doing all that anyways. Yeah. Now, Lloyd's security guard, they were on top of things. Yeah, they were. Big man, shout out to him. He was like, hey, back up. And I'm like, all right, cool, bet. And then he left and he was like, he was comfortable seeing that I was just getting shots and he just let me do my thing. Right. And then after the show, like I said, I approached Lloyd and his people, they apologized. And I was like, well, if you guys want, I can go in and still get an interview. Right. If you want, because I'm not bitter. I still want to show him, I did capture the moment. I got great shots of you that you can use to help you get more bookings and stuff. It's just, they didn't want to. So I'm like, all right, I'm going home. I'm going to go to, Chicken Charlie, get me something, go to Green, get me, go home. So that's what happened.
That's crazy because from our perspective, DJ and Kesey, they were in the front of the crowd, right? Yeah, and they were getting shots of the whole crowd. They were getting shots of the artist. I was on the side in the barrier with Ralph. Me and him were next to each other. We're just vibing, and we hear that whole commotion happen. Yeah, and that's when at that moment that we both like, you know what? That ruined the vibe. Yeah. That's the cue to take off. He was even like, I'm ready. I gotta go perform. Like,
and if anybody who knows Fresno, we don't play around when it comes to our own. Yeah. I'm telling you, when I got off the stage, not even 5 minutes, I went back because I was done. I was like, I don't want to film anything else. That killed everything for me. Like coming from, I'm glad it happened the way it did, because if that would have happened, if Lloyd was the headliner and that happened before Lloyd, everything would have been off. Yeah. So Lloyd not being the headliner kind of worked in his favor. It did. I was able to actually go backstage and have a really deep conversation with Lloyd. Right. and just off camera, everything off, just genuine dude, talking about being a girl dad, talking about having 2 kids, being just being a humble dude. And he is funny because I came backstage and he looked at the rig I had. He was like, oh, it's a dope ass camera. He's like, hold on.
Yeah.
That's an iPhone. I'm like, yeah, man, that's the iPhone. That's all I take with me is the iPhone. Every time you see me, I got my whole production in my pocket.
Right. That's
and
right.
He was like, that's dope. He was like, man, and that's all I do is iPhone. And you know, having that meaningful conversation and just learning who Lloyd was behind the music, behind the mic was just, it was once in a lifetime for me. So I definitely appreciate that. Lloyd, hats off, man.
Man, super respectable guy. I mean, that was my first time ever meeting him. At first I didn't recognize him because I was like, I've always heard his music and stuff. And then I was like, wait a minute.
And then he didn't have hair. He had with braids.
So that's why I was just like, wait a minute, that's Lloyd? But nonetheless, the dude went up there, he performed, he did his thing. He was smiling. His vibe was just so natural. The crowd was having a good time.
Yeah. And the fact that he didn't do it on stage. He did it behind it. He talked about the importance of women and how they made a big impact in his life, and you know, his mom and sister and everything. And you know, it's unique because it touched to me because my wife's been with me. We've been together for over 20 years, and you know, her sisters, her mom, and everybody has brought me in as their own. Because I don't have any sisters, but I have gained 2 sisters through her. And it's like, as soon as they seen that, they were ready. They were ready to tell them, all right, what we got to do? They had the family in the truck ready, like, hey, we need to come. They're coming from Hanford, so they I was in Fresno, Hanford. The family ready.
Man.
So, but now people in Fresno, they did not play about their own.
No, they don't.
We had people, and not just people. Lloyd. Mario doesn't know how many. I'm not trying to incite violence or anything, but how many Bulldogs I had to calm down. And those were just the alums, not the street Bulldogs. These were like graduated Bulldogs. My wife was one. I was standing by her neck the whole night, and she said, hey, I got my Doug Martens laced up. What we got to do?
There's some big boots, boy. I'm telling you. There's some big boots.
But no, just the fact that, you know, I had people reaching out and saying, hey, man, that was messed up. What happened? We know your work. You know, you do great stuff. And just the love that.
Even for us, too, like when we saw you, I approached you, too. And I was like, hey, man, that wasn't cool, man. But are you good? Everything all good?
Yeah, no, you guys was right there. You guys saw what happened.
I was like, hey, you still got the shot, though.
I was like, man, what he should have done was kicking off like 20 minutes earlier. I got everything I needed. I'm good.
And that was the wildest part, too, because I was in the front of the stage, and I was recording everything. So from when he said it, like the first time he said it, I didn't hear it. I was like, wait, what? And so I kept filming and he doubled back and he did it again. I was like, I looked to my right, Kesey's gone. Bro's just gone. I'm like, let me turn the DJI off. I'm gonna go backstage.
Yeah, because then I see you both come in and Kesey's, I was like, that's our cue to leave, man. Come on.
You know, and it's sad that it happened. And we don't wish any negativity towards Mario. Great dude. I mean, he goes back to the, like you said, late 90s, early 2000s. He was hot. I mean, shoot, people enjoyed his music. I enjoy Lloyd's more, but you know, that's just preference. But I mean, the fact that it came off that way, I feel bad that it happened. And that, you know, I captured it, but at the same time, I have a job to do as well. I'm not somebody who ran up on stage, who didn't have past credentials, who are just some random person with an iPhone. No, I was hired through Brad to do a job, and I'm gonna do it to the best that I can, and that's every time. You know, it doesn't matter if it's a known artist, if it's a no-known artist. I'm gonna give you the best shots that you've probably ever gotten. So. That's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, man. And the craziest part is, too, is I thought about that. I said, well, even if you didn't capture it, the crowd definitely captured it. There's so many TikTok videos that popped up this morning.
There was a lot of TikTok videos.
Yes.
I'm telling you. Yes. It was hard. It was hard to see. Even my mother-in-law, she was in the crowd. And she said right after that, just everybody had the same vibe of like, God, this is not right. Like, you know what? Like, I think it's time for everybody to go.
Yeah. And it's crazy because right when I was posting it, I was sitting. I was probably about 10 yards away from Mario when I was posting it, and my wife's like, "He's right there." You know, I'm like, "I don't care." I was right there when he kicked me off the stage. So I'm like, "No, I'm not holding this." So I went in. I was gonna post it, but I remembered captions work. I went in, used CapCut, captioned real quick, bam, threw it up, and then closed it out the app. By the time I got from the fair to 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away, it was already like at 10,000.
Oh my God.
I said, babe, check this out. By the time I got we stopped at the gas station right on the corner. I got from the gas station to home. It went from 10,000 to 20,000.
Oh my God.
I went to bed like maybe midnight, 1 o'clock. It was already at 90. Yeah. By the time I woke up, it was out of control.
Yeah.
It was like a forest fire. Like we were at 100,000, 200, and then they weren't coming by the 100, they were coming by the 1,000 shares. And then I went in and typed in, I clicked on the verified comments.
Right.
Tony Yayo, you see Louis the singer from Texas, and people who, who's been around, who's known as well. And I just shot Louis in here in Fresno at the chance, and he was a great dude. I'm all in his face. He said, wherever I go, you go. So he's jumping off to the speaker. I'm jumping off with him. Like, where are we going?
Yeah.
But yeah, just the fact that to see people who I grew up listening to having my back is like, man, crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
I will say too, I woke up the next morning with everything crazy. Messages from him, messages from Casey. And some people were like saying that you were part of the Broke Boys.
Yeah.
And throwing me in there.
They're like, oh, the dude from Broke Boys got kicked off stage. And I was like,
and I had family calling me, and my sister, this is a conversation with my sister. I'm gonna remember this. She calls and she's like, hey Martin, are you good?
Are you
I was like, what do you mean I'm good? Like,
so you were screening calls too, huh? I had a childhood friend call me up, and I missed the call, and I was like, oh shoot, he called me, and so I called him back. First thing he said, he didn't say hey, he said, I got him in the back of the trunk. What you want me to do with him? I said, man, come on. You can't be talking like that, man. But no, just like I said, people has your back, man. It's good to know that.
It's good to know that the community is there for everybody.
Yes. For sure. Now, I got a question. If Mario was to come back next year, let's just say hypothetically, he was to come back next year for another event, would you shoot for him?
I'm there. My job is not to shun an artist, right? Because we don't know what they're going through.
Yeah,
I mean, he could have had some shit happen to him on the way to Fresno.
Yeah,
right. We know how that 99 is. Yes. He could have pissed him off. Shoot,
somebody would have just cut him off.
Yeah, people in Fresno cannot drive, but that's a different subject.
Yeah,
but no telling what could have happened. So I mean, I give artists a leeway because we see what happened to people like Kanye West, people who were misunderstood.
Yeah.
That they kind of fall off the wayside because people they're quick to throw judgment at them. They're quick to throw judgment, quick to throw shade, not knowing who the actual person is. Right. So yeah, Mario came back. If he wanted to fly me out somewhere, I don't know where his next concert is, I'll definitely go out, man, for sure. Make it worth it. I mean, I'm not doing nothing for free. Obviously, free don't pay bills. But if he wanted me to get some shots and invite me back on stage, I don't know if I can wear the shirt or not. but I would definitely come and grab some shots. Yeah, for sure. I'm not a salty type.
Right. I just wanted to ask that question because I think a lot of people may feel like, oh, there's animosity, like, oh, he probably hates him. And I think a lot of it too is just like the miscommunication of what he was expecting videographers to do and what the stage performers were supposed to do. Yeah. And then what, Brad and his team and, the people from Fresno Fair wanted us to do. And I think that's all it really was.
Yeah, no, that's all it was. Yeah. It was misunderstanding. I mean, and it sucks because Brad had to take the brunt of it. He was doing the cleanup with his PR team, with Mario's management team. And it's like, at the end of the day, you just want to go home. Yeah. Take a shot again if you're Brad. Yeah. And go to sleep, but when you're up at midnight, because Brad and I were texting from like 11 to midnight, like, dude, it's going to be a headache. I'm like, Brad, don't look at it as a headache. Right. Look at it as an opportunity. Because from now on, people are going to see it's not your job to book. It's your job to book talent. Right. It's not your job to book a personality. Right. Because that's going to come and go regardless. Right. But if you book a talent, people are going to expect the best. And when you got a name like Brad, people are going to be like, oh yeah, it's going to be a good performance. Right. So, I mean, that's what I'm telling you, like, I understand, there's a business level, there's a personal level, and sometimes those mix. And I let the personal side get a hold of me, and I was like, nah, fuck, I'm posting it. Yeah. But on the business side, I'm like, I didn't really expect it to come back on Brad. Right. I don't want that for him. So, like I said, apologize to him, but I'd still love to, work for him, work for Mario, work for Lloyd, anybody that wants to come. I mean, shoot, E40's coming to Fresno in a month. I love to, stay with you, E40, shoot. Bad Bunny's going to be in San Francisco. Super Bowl's in San Francisco, right? Yeah, that's going to go crazy. That's the only thing. Bad Bunny,
Come on, Benito. I've been working on it. I've been working on trying to meet you, bro. Come on.
Working on my Spanish, everything. Man. So yeah, definitely. I any doors that open up from this, you know, I'm humbled by it. I'm just blessed that my work is finally starting to see the light and people are starting to appreciate it. That's all. I mean, accolades, they come and go. They, you know, I've been blessed to be, you know, in the area and win awards. I got an Emmy. I got an award for 40 under 40 for Fresno's best in the Business Journal before I was even 30 years old.
Wow.
You know, being able to be in these young kids' life through the youth football camp, where, you know, the very first one I had, one of the kids is now the head football coach at my rival school, and they're just winning championships. So I mean, I'm like all over. You know, my daughter's doing great in school, my son's doing great, my wife, she's starting her own business, nail business, right here in the house. You know, and that's the joy of being able to work for yourself, one, but showing your family that you don't have to work for people. You can make an income by yourself doing what you love.
Exactly.
And, you know, dude, I always show my kids, you know, the videos, and they're critiquing like, Dad, that's true. The kids are they're truthful.
Yes, they are.
My daughter, she got into editing. She has her own YouTube channel, and she's like, Dad, I don't know about that transition. You should probably tweak it a little bit. And my son's like, yeah, whatever, and then goes back to playing Roblox. But he was in bed, and that's the you know the down part of the night wasn't that I got kicked off stage. You know, I'm a grown man, I can handle myself. But I was watching the video, and my son was putting my son to bed,
right?
And he heard Lloyd call me the N-word, and as a 6-year-old hearing,
yeah, especially when you're trying to maintain that level of,
he heard him call me that, and he was like, Dad, why he call you that?
Right. And that's hard. That's tough.
It is hard.
You can't control everything.
Right. You can't control it.
That's the brutal world that we live in today's society.
Yeah.
So, you know, he was like, you know, he didn't have to say that. You know, he could have just let you do your job, and he could have just sung the song. And then it's like, for a 6-year-old to understand that you don't treat people that way.
Right.
Wow. Priceless.
That is insane.
And that's what we try to be, you know, as a man, you know, as a woman, the best thing and the most respectable thing and honorable thing is to bear a child.
Right.
As a man, the best thing you can do is be a great father.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what, you know, I try to do every day. You know, we may slip up and don't show them enough, you know, attention on a daily. But the thing that I get from being a father every day is them calling me dad.
Right.
You know,
having that respect from them too, because I mean, there's a lot of fathers out there who don't.
It's a lot of sacrifice. I can't imagine what it's like to be a father. Hopefully one day I will, but I know that, you know, the lack of not having one or the lack of not having somebody present with you is hard.
It is. It is.
But it inspires you to be a better version of yourself and be a better version for the future legacy that you're building. And the beauty of it at the end of the day is that you are such a great father. You are doing these things. You're showing him the positives, and you're showing everybody what you can do and what you showcase.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. You know, I'm able now that I'm out of the, you know, the news sector and everything. I'm able to take my kids wherever I go. Like, all right, kids, let's go make this money real quick.
Right.
So you get to see how the business is ran, how to interact with people. Because people, like I told you guys, people don't know how to talk to each other anymore.
Right.
They don't know how to hold a conversation, how to be respectful, how to hold your head up and eyes, you know, contact while you're talking to people. And it's just like, it's a loss. It's lost, and it's sad. It's sad. So I always tell my daughter, she goes out her way to say, you know, anybody in uniform, thank you for their service. My son knows to open the door for his sister, for his mom. You know, and there's been times where armed servicemen, whether it be police officer, whatever, they'll be in Starbucks, whatever. I'll buy them lunch. It might backfire on me. Once I was at a taco restaurant, Army man came in, and I was like, gotta buy him lunch. And I was like, hey man, what you getting? I'll take care of it. He's like, oh, you sure? I was like, yeah, man, whatever. He said, all right. He had like an $80. He was ordering for the whole unit. I was like, oh shit. I was like, well, I'm already in. I don't want to be the asshole and be like,
I can get one.
You know? But I was like, but it's like, it makes you feel much better knowing that you were able to provide for those who have provided for, you know, your safety for so many years, you know, and able, you know, being able to provide those things, it makes you feel good that you can provide that. So I definitely enjoy that.
Absolutely, man. That's amazing. That's beautiful to see, man. Yeah. And I mean, again, I think it was amazing being able to hear your side of the story in regards to what happened that night. I think a lot of the people needed to hear that. I think a lot of the other people also need to listen.
It wasn't me, dude. It wasn't
him. It wasn't him.
It wasn't DJ. It wasn't Kesey.
That was the craziest part, was waking up and looking at TikTok and seeing everybody be like, "Oh, it was the guy from Broke Boys," and I was like, Who? And I'm sitting here watching the video like, was I up there? Like, and
I don't know, there was a post that I had like months back, and then somebody commented, "Get off the stage."
Yeah,
I was just like,
that's going to be the trending hashtag for the rest of the month. Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then with Halloween coming up, I already got my outfit ready. So we're going to walk outside. Just stand on stage. Hey, if for any local artists or nationally artists, if you guys want to book a man just to stand on stage, I don't even care. I'll bring my camera, obviously.
we can reenact the whole scene.
Hey, that goes for content creators. If you want to reenact something, anybody. I Show Speed, Mr. Beast, Adam, you guys... Let's go, man. I'm ready. Strike while the iron's hot.
Yes. Is there any place that they can find the shirt?
So this is one of one right here. Okay. I don't know if this is going to be like an auction item.
Okay.
Or I did put a poll online to see who wants to buy them.
Okay.
And last I looked, there was like 70-something people that wanted to pre-order.
Dang. Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. I might have to create a little link to have people go out there. I don't know. Would you guys pay for them?
Brother, I'd probably buy like 5 of them. I'm not gonna lie. Imagine a whole group of
my
us.
Size, yes.
Hey,
a whole group of us in the crowd just...
man, that would be awesome.
That would be pretty sick.
I mean, I just imagine like the people just walking down like, I don't know, Van Ness, Fulton, shirts, getting a drone shot of that.
Right.
We need to make that happen.
Yeah.
I think we can do that.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
You know, it was great. When I posted it to Instagram, I didn't even think of TikTok. And the wife was like, that'd probably do good on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
And it's crazy because my TikTok has been like dead for the past like years, whatever. So I put it up. The last I looked, it was at over 500,000. So total, we got close to 2 million.
Jesus.
And it's growing, man. Yeah. It's growing. But yeah.
Wow. Well, other than that, man, I think it was a successful night. Other than that situation, again, big shout out to Brad, man. Brad, you really made that happen. You made a huge successful night happen. I mean, the nostalgia of hearing Lloyd perform, even watching me and May perform was kind of like, that was my first time seeing her in person performing.
Oh, and don't forget about Nivea.
Yeah, Nivea too. Nivea too.
Yeah. And then Ralph Edwards having us on stage.
Bro.
Like, shout out to Ralph. You guys go vote for him. The boys, Snoop Dogg, Team Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Got to do it.
Ralph killed it.
The highlight for me that night was I posted, Fresno obviously is a big Mexican populated area, which is great. Love it.
Yeah.
My kids are biracial, and we try to teach them both sides of the black and white. I call it God's Photoshop. The best thing, man. So anytime we can teach them culture, arts, anything. We always travel. But I posted a video of the crowd singing to Ramon Ayala. And anytime the song comes on, everything stops. You can be in the middle of a performance and you put that on, and it's just... So I posted and I tagged Ramon Ayala, and I'm like, he's not going to see it. And it was like 10 minutes later.
He reposted it.
I'm like... I kid you not. Yeah. I walked into my wife's nail room and I was like, babe, El Rey the Accordion. He reposted, and I couldn't. I became overcome with joy, excitement, and I just started bawling.
Yes.
And it was just
like a milestone.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, we talk about numbers.
Right.
I met him 2015, I believe, in Hanford at the fairgrounds. I have a buddy, DJ Orderly, who we go way back. And he was like, hey man, he saw me in the crowd. I was like, hey, is there any way I can get on stage?
Yeah.
And I feel that's like my greatest musician in the Latin world.
Right.
Yeah, I'll get you up. So I get on stage, grab my iPhone, I started filming. Well, no. At that time, it was an actual camera. Started shooting, and great dude, great guy. I had my little sister at the time, Patricia, and I said, "Hey, you want to do an interview?" And she's like, I think 12 at the time. Biggest moment of her life.
Yeah.
We go backstage, and she's the interpreter for me, and we talk about being in Hanford and doing shows and blah blah blah. Great interview. That was October 15th, I believe, 2017. We're in what month?
Yeah, we're in October.
October.
Yeah.
Like 13th?
Yeah.
Almost
the same
8 years to the day.
Wow.
Numbers, bro. I'm telling you.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And I mean, just to keep going on that, September of 2016, which I was telling you guys earlier, the first viral video I went through was in September. Well, that video that went viral, it was Rob the Rib Man. You guys can check that out on my YouTube page. That got X amount of million views. First person that called me was Jimmy Kimmel live.
Wow.
And they're trying to get a hold of me, bring me out to the show, because a year before that, I don't know if you guys remember Kai, the axe-wielding hitchhiker.
Yes.
Yeah. So that story, I just missed it by like 10 minutes. I had just clocked out. I was on my way home. Assignment desk come, hey, Ryan, where you at? I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to do anything else. Sometimes they'll call you back if it's big enough. It's like, hey, we got somebody who was attacked, blah, blah, blah. This guy has an axe. He's like, don't worry about it. You're already home. I was like, you sure? He's like, yeah. Next thing I know, that goes viral. Wow. Like, dang, that could have been me, Netflix, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, Jimmy Kimmel, September, whatever. Jimmy Kimmel just got kicked off, right? In September, full circle. Dang. And I was like, I went through my drawer because I keep everything. And I still have the handwritten card from Jimmy Kimmel's team.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, there's a reason for everything. Right. And the two networks that hired him on last, or not hired him on, but brought him back last, Nexstar and I forget the other one. But I worked for both of those stations, through local, Sinclair and Nexstar. And those are the last two that brought the show back, syndicated everything, and it's like full circle.
Right.
It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. So Jimmy Kimmel, if you're listening, I'd love to come on your show. Talk about some things.
Jimmy.
Seeing the viral clip, I mean, that might happen.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So everything happens for a reason, man.
Yeah.
It happens for a reason.
This is a blessing. Thank you for being on, bro. Thank you for coming on. And I'm glad that we can make this work.
Yes.
For sure.
And if there's anything that you want to say, some inspiration or anything that you would love to tell people that are watching at home, at the gym. I mean, I don't know where everybody's listening, but
just thank you guys for taking up the time of your day and one putting me on, putting Central Valley on, and all things Fresno. Just being in the know. I mean, because without you guys and your platform, other artists and other creators, they don't have a voice. Everything is so digital, but without people getting in front of the camera, they don't know who you are. Yeah. So you guys bringing me on is a great thing. I appreciate that. Brad Jaricki, once again, can't thank him enough. Lloyd, thank you for being, one, the artist, but two, the man that you are, and pulling people aside, sharing your interaction, your energy with the crowd, with myself, my wife. Can't thank you enough, brother. Ralph, good luck on The Voice, Team Snoop. Everybody else who performed, you guys killed it, and I'm looking forward to the next one, man. So any artists that need an on-camera cameraman that's not afraid to get those shots, let me know. I'm ready.
That's right.
Bags are always packed.
That's right. And if you guys don't follow him already from the Broke Boys page, give him a follow. Where can we find you?
The Air Up There on Instagram. The Air Up There 22 444 is my original one. It got hacked. They screwed it up. Tried to start all over. Okay. It's all good. I'm on Instagram, TikTok as well. The Air Up There, same thing. If you got, I'm still doing. I'm not doing $50 reels anymore. Like Fat Joe said, yesterday's price, not today's price. So it's $50 reels are gone. Sorry.
That special has closed.
Closed. Right. But yeah, no. Anybody who wants to do a collab, anybody who wants to, share their restaurant, their specialty, anything, I'm ready to capture all the time, ready to go. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for staying tuned for another episode. We love you guys. Much love.
Shirts will be on sale soon. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.